For more than 100 years, Gary Kempker's family has been farming 600 acres of land along the Osage River near Henley, Missouri. What makes his farm unique are the 67.5 acres called islands on the Osage River, where he usually plants soybean and corn. 21 islands occupy the river, and most are owned by farmers, including the 2 that belong to Kempker.
The islands are some of the best farmland in Miller County, some of the highest producing. Last year they run 51 bushel the acre and 52 bushel the acre, equivalent to about $50,000 of income to this family.
These are not true islands. The property is connected to the shore by strips of solid land used as roads for farm machinery. But if the water is too high, the roads become covered and the islands are inaccessible. 6 years ago, a new operating license was issued to Ameren UE by FERC, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. Ameren UE operates the Bagnell Dam on the Osage River and is legally obligated to follow a government-mandated flow plan which supposedly prevents erosion and maintains a habitat for the endangered pink mucket mussel. Since the relicensing, farmers must ask permission for Ameren UE to lower the Osage River level for a short time to make it possible for them to access their farmland. That's when they hit a bureaucratic brick wall.
The license requires that we ask for specific dates. All the farmers are to coordinate on those dates, and that is sent to Ameren, and then Ameren sends it on to U.S. Fish and Wildlife, DNR and Conservation Commission, and they make the determination whether they will grant a deviation in flow across our roads.
Kempker says permission has not been granted in the 6 years since the relicensing. The farmers say their requests for deviation from the flow plan receive vague answers or responses that are too late, and in some cases, no responses at all.
2 of the times they responded, they said it was detrimental to the lower Osage, that they could not grant a deviation in flow. Last year we got on the islands due to the fact they run out of water because of the drought. Otherwise, I'm sure we'd have been in the same boat.
Earlier this year, I asked for a deviation to the minimum flow. The dates I asked for were like on Memorial Day weekend and the following weekend. Well, I didn't receive a reply till the week between Memorial Day and the following weekend. So the weekend, they didn't even reply to me to tell me. They could have just told me no, you know. And that's what they did say, but they didn't bother to tell me till after the date I had requested.
When the relicensing was being discussed almost a decade ago, Chris Luebbering, president of the Osage River Flood Control Association, attended over 50 meetings between Ameren UE, the participating government agencies, and other involved parties.
We brought up the islands access, and they said, well, they'd work with us on that. They'd get something fixed on that. And when they come up with this scenario for getting on the islands, we told them right away that it would not work. It's just impossible, yet they went ahead with it and ignored our rights, really. That's what they ignored, so we haven't had enough influence to do anything about it, I guess. So.
Hundreds of acres of farmland have been lost to erosion since the dam went online in 1931. But Kempker says erosion is actually increasing due to the government's new flow plan.
Over 650 acres have been lost due to the erosion. Yet Missouri Department of Conservation says we need more habitat for the wildlife down here on the river.
Kempker feels the island farmers along the Osage are running out of options, and a lawsuit may be their only recourse. He hopes to pass along his farm to his son someday, but not his frustrations.
My family has been here over 100 years. My son is a 4th generation. I want to see it stay.